All right, welcome to The Explainer. Look, if you're in your 20s or 30s and you're thinking, how do I actually get ahead with my money? Then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down a real, honest-to-goodness game plan for building wealth.
Okay, so let's be clear about the goal here. This isn't just about, budgeting a little better. It's about a mindset for getting into that top 1 or 2%. And the very first step on that journey? It's realizing there's a silent killer, an invisible enemy that's eating away at your money every single day.
And that enemy is inflation. But here's the thing. The inflation number you hear on the news, that's not your inflation. The one that's actually hitting your wallet, your dreams, your biggest goals, that's a completely different story. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about.
I mean, we've all felt this, right? Think about something simple, like a samosa. It used to be what, 5 rupees? Now you're lucky if you find one for 20. It's quadrupled. Now imagine you'd save that original 5 rupees in a bank account. You couldn't even buy that same samosa today. That, right there, is your real-world inflation, and it's running circles around the official numbers.
So let's break this down, because this is where it gets really eye-opening. The government has this thing called the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. It's like a big shopping basket of goods, and they say, okay, inflation is about 6%. But look at the things that actually matter for your future. Education, up 10%. Healthcare, a whopping 14%. The stuff that really moves the needle in your life is inflating at double-digit rates. So your personal inflation rate isn't 6%, it's probably closer to 8, 10, maybe even higher.
So how in the world do you fight back against that? Well, I'll tell you one thing. Just tucking your money away in a savings account, that's a losing game. It's not going to cut it. To beat this real inflation, you have to attack it from 2 sides. You have to completely rethink how you earn and how you spend. Okay, let's talk about earning more. Here's a powerful 3-step playbook. First up, change your address. Seriously, you have to go where the money and the opportunities are. That might mean a bigger city. It might even mean a different country. Second, you have to become an absolute master of one thing. Don't be a jack of all trades. Pick a domain and get so good at it that you're in that top 1%. And third, and this one's huge, choose your life partner wisely. If you're with someone who doesn't share your mindset about growth and money, you're playing on hard mode. These 3 things, together, can literally change your financial destiny.
Now for the spending side, this is all about playing defense, psychological defense. Because what's the biggest threat? It's peer pressure, right? You see your old friends on Instagram with a new car, on a fancy vacation, and that little voice in your head says, I need that too. You have to shut that down. How? By changing your peer group. Start connecting with mentors, people who are 10, 20 years ahead of you. And you have to be absolutely surgical with the 3 biggest purchases you'll ever make: your car, your wedding, and your house. Getting one of those wrong can cripple you financially for a decade. No joke.
All right, so you could have the perfect plan for earning more and spending less. You could be doing everything right, but there is one giant gaping trap that can swallow all of that hard work whole and set you back to zero. Before we even think about investing, we absolutely have to talk about this.
This quote, wow, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? A loan is like tying yourself in chains. Think about that. When you take out a personal loan for a vacation you can't afford, or the latest phone or a flashy car, you're not getting a tool. You're voluntarily putting on a set of financial chains. And they are designed specifically to hold you back and keep you from ever getting ahead.
And get this isn't some rare thing. It's an epidemic. A full half of all personal loans are taken out by people under the age of 28. That is just staggering. It's this perfect storm of social media pressure and buy now, pay later culture, and it's trapping people before they even have a chance to get started. Just don't fall for it. Okay, so we've built the foundation, right? Earn more, spend smarter, and stay away from the debt trap. Now we get to the good part. Let's get into the actual playbook for making your money start working for you so you can finally start crushing that real inflation we've been talking about.
Honestly, this one chart tells you pretty much everything you need to know. Let's just walk through it. Say you have some money in a savings account. After taxes and after that 8% real inflation, guess what? You're actually losing over 5% of its value every single year. Your money is shrinking. Okay, what about a fixed deposit, an FD? A little better, sure, but you're still losing nearly 3%. You're still on a sinking ship. But now, look at the bottom line. Investing in the stock market. Something simple like an index fund that just tracks the top 50 companies. The average return there is high enough that even after inflation, you're coming out ahead.
You're actually making money. This is the only boat that's actually moving forward.
And here's a really cool mental shortcut you can use. It's called the Rule of 72. It's super simple. You just take the number 72 and divide it by your interest rate, and that tells you roughly how many years it'll take for your money to double. So if you're getting a 12% return, boom, your money doubles in 6 years. Now compare that to that 7% FD, it would take over 10 years to double. And all the while, inflation is eating away at it. It's a game changer to think about it this way.
So when you really zoom out and look at the big picture, you realize that personal finance isn't just about spreadsheets and numbers. It's actually a battle. It's a lifelong tug of war between two incredibly powerful, invisible forces. One that's trying to build you up and one that's trying to tear you down.
You've probably heard this before. Einstein supposedly called compounding the eighth wonder of the world. And he was right. It's this magical force that builds your wealth while you sleep. But here's the kicker. I think inflation is the ninth wonder of the world because it's doing the exact same thing, but in reverse. It's compounding against you, silently stealing your future wealth every single day. Your entire financial life comes down to one thing, making sure the eighth wonder is working harder for you than the ninth wonder is working against you.
And that really brings us to this final piece of wisdom. There is a boring way to get rich and a fast way to become poor. Everyone is looking for the fast way, right? The hot crypto coin, the secret stock tip. That's not the path to wealth. That's the express lane to being broke. The real way, the proven way, it's boring. It's consistently doing the simple things. Earning more, spending less, investing regularly, and just letting time and compounding do their magic.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to really think about. Look at your money right now. Where is it? Which of these two powerful forces is it serving? Is it sitting in an account where the ninth wonder, inflation, is quietly winning the battle? Or have you put it on the field to fight for you so that the eighth wonder, compounding, can start building the future you actually want? The choice, really, is all yours.